All right.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our first monthly call of Health, Wealth, and Happiness. I'm so excited to have all of you guys here. This call will be the first Tuesday of every month at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Hillary Granite. I'm a physical therapist in Washington, D.C. I'm also an Institute of Integrative Nutrition health coach. I'm a mom of twin boys who are 6 years old and a stepmom to a college student. I have also been part of the Juice Plus company for about 4 years, and I'm super excited about this call. Tonight you're going to hear some great stories from some real people, and we're going to be talking about how we're creating some more flexibility into our lives while we're creating an impact and purpose and being able to say yes to more. So thank you all for joining us. As you all know, with any good business, it's all about a good product. So I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Allison and business partner, who's going to share with you guys about our amazing products.
Awesome. Thank you, Hillary. Can you guys hear me okay? So my name is Allison Fitzpatrick. I have been with the Juice Plus company for a little over 2 years now. I'm a mom of 2 teens. I have an amazing husband, and I used to be in the financial world and then became a stay-at-home mom, and this is where I am now. So I'm super excited to be able to talk to you guys about the products, because I think I can speak for all of us that are part of our team and on this call that we came into this business because it's built around a great product that really works. And we've all become super passionate about it because it has made such a huge impact on our lives, our families' lives, and just, our friends and all of our loved ones. So I'm super happy to be able to share this with you guys today. So our products are very simple. As Hillary mentioned, it's called Juice Plus. These are our beautiful bottles right here. It is basically fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule form. And it's real food. You might be used to having a multivitamin that comes with a supplement label or a vitamin label. This is actually real food. So you can see it here. It actually comes with a nutrition label. So just as if you were to go to a grocery store and buy a bag of frozen broccoli, that would come with a nutrition label. That's what this is. You might be familiar with the term farm to table. This is actually farm to capsule. So these capsules are filled with great things like raspberry, bilberry, cranberry, pomegranate, broccoli, parsley, acerola, cherry, dates, beets. There's just a lot of amazing whole foods in these capsules here. Now, they don't replace your fruits and vegetables. We want you to eat your fruits and vegetables, but we know what we do eat and what we're supposed to eat. So these actually help bridge the gap between that. We're supposed to get in 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And we know with our busy lives and we know that our food quality is not as great as it used to be. It's hard to get in all of those fruits and vegetables. So again, these help bridge that gap every single day so we can really fuel our bodies with tons of just phytonutrients and lots of good nutrition every day. So I think it's important to learn how Juice Plus is made, because I think that's one of my favorite parts. As I mentioned, this is farm to capsule. So what the company does is they actually work with small to mid-sized farms where they actually grow real fruits and vegetables. Again, you may be used to having multivitamins that are made in a lab. So this is actually made from a farm. They are all grown non-GMO. They are picked at their peak of ripeness. So if you think of fruits and vegetables that you get in a grocery store, they pick them before their peak of ripeness. They kind of make their way. They may fly across the world and then get into your grocery store. And then it might be a few weeks before they actually get into your hands. And during that time, it loses a lot of the nutrients that they have. So these are actually picked right at the peak of ripeness. They're brought over to the facility. They are flashed, like freeze frozen, to maintain all of those nutrients, and then pulverized down. And it's the whole fruit and vegetable. It's the seeds, the rind, the peel, the stems, just the entire fruit and vegetable, which a lot of us don't eat say the skin of an orange or anything like that. That's where the majority of the nutrients are. So we're getting all of those inside these capsules. And then they're pulverized down, and then they're dried at a really low temperature to maintain all the nutrients. So it takes all the water out of that fruit and vegetable, all the sugars out, and maintains all the nutrients. So you're getting, all the amazing things inside all of these. And then it's basically made into a capsule. So I can open one up here. If you look at it, it's basically comes in this form. If you smell it, it smells like fruits, vegetables. It's absolutely amazing. These are all vegan. They are gluten-free, dairy-free. They are, again, non-GMO, and they're 100% bioavailable. And I think that's important to understand because, if you are used to taking a multivitamin, you eat those every day, and then you may be going to the bathroom and you have fluorescent pee, right? So we call that disco pee. So what's happening there is your body is not actually absorbing all the nutrients that you're getting in those multivitamins. So when you take Juice Plus every day, because they're bioavailable, it means that it's going right into your bloodstream to do all the amazing things. So, think about what's going to happen when you're fueling your body every day with 30 different fruits and vegetables. It's only going to do amazing things for your immune system, your health, protecting your body. I like to think of it as prevention. What does it going to help me to prevent something that might happen in the future? So that's something that I love about it. These are also NSF certified. So if you're not familiar with an NSF certification, it's actually better than organic. So something that is organic is actually allowed to have a certain percentage of pesticides or chemicals in it. When something's NSF certified, it is tested multiple times over and 0 contaminants are allowed in the product. So you can be rest assured that what is on the label is in the product and what is in the product is on the label. So, and there's absolutely nothing else. Juice Plus is also the most researched product of its kind and is published in over 35 medical journals, which is just an amazing thing. We have tons of research backed behind these products. The number one thing that I love about this product is that it is safe for everybody. So anybody in my family can take it. Kids can take it. Pregnant and nursing moms can take it. Elderly can take it. It's because it's real food. So again, because these come with a nutrition label, there's not going to be any warnings on it like you would see on a vitamin or a supplement label. So because it's whole food, absolutely anybody can take it. And so I love the fact that my kids can take it. And one of the amazing things our company does is these also come in an amazing gummy form. And so for people that don't like to swallow capsules, or for kids, these are all the same fruits and vegetables that come in our capsule. They just come in a gummy form. So what the company does is they have been undergoing a children's health study where they're finding children that take Juice Plus every single day. They are sick less, they have less doctor visits, they are missing school less, and they actually start to crave more fruits and vegetables, and they become more aware of their health. And I think for anybody, and we can say for adults too, the more you fuel your body with fruits and vegetables every single day, the more you're going to crave fruits and vegetables. So we actually start to change our eating habits, and we start to eat healthier, which is just a great thing. So another product we have is our omegas. This is a newer product. You might be used to having an omega-3, just a fish oil blend. This is actually a full spectrum omega. It's a 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and it is a vegan omega. So fish actually get their omegas from algae. So what the company did is they went straight to the source. They skipped that middle fish and went straight to the algae. So the omegas in here are from not just algae, but also raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, buckthorn seed. So there's a lot of amazing, great things in here. Next, I just wanted to talk about our complete powders. We absolutely love these. These are our whole food smoothie powders that we all love. They come in chocolate and vanilla. And again, these are whole food. They come with a nutrition label, just like the capsules. And they are also vegan. They are gluten-free, dairy-free. They are non-GMO. And they're also low glycemic. So they are safe for diabetics, which is just an amazing thing. And they have things in it like broccoli sprout, alfalfa sprout, radish sprout. Again, just filled with tons of fruits and vegetables like mushroom, pumpkin, and lots of great superfoods. So we use these to make smoothies. We make protein balls with them. We make pudding. So there's a lot of great things you can do with this, and it not just be a smoothie. And then last, I wanted to talk about our tower garden. So I have a little picture here. I wish I could bring my computer outside to show you my tower garden right now, because it is just flourishing with tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers and herbs and microgreens and lots of great things. So this is an aeroponic garden. You can see what it looks like here. This is an aeroponic garden. It uses 90% less water than your traditional garden, and the maintenance on it is just so easy. There's no chemicals or pesticides. And basically what happens is it has this big tub here, and then all the water comes up to water it, so the maintenance is really easy. So all you're doing is kind of filling this basin, and it automatically gets watered up here. So I have this in my home all year round. I have it growing outside in the summertime, and then during the wintertime I bring it inside, and I'm able to grow all sorts of greens, kale, lettuce, spinach, all different herbs, and Swiss chard, like all great things I can grow inside all winter long, which is a really great thing. So that is it for me. I'm actually going to pass the call over to Stacy, and she's actually going to tell us her product story, because it's the stories that we really love to hear about how these products have affected our friends and our family. So Stacy, you are on.
Yeah. All right. So hi, everyone. My name is Stacy King, and I'm a physical therapist in Maryland. And I'm also a Pilates instructor and a personal trainer in my past. So how I got introduced to the products and to Juice Plus was, to totally be honest, I was a Facebook stalker, and I was stalking Hillary, who's on our call. And I was watching her post all this stuff about this program called the Shred 10. And do you want to feel better, look better, get better sleep, clean up your skin, all these things that I was looking for, but I was a little afraid to reach out. So there was an opportunity that came into my life where the timing was right for me. I reached out to Hillary and I just said, what is this program? Because if you Google it, you can't find it. And trust me, I tried. And so she just explained it was a 10-day clean eating program using the Juice Plus products, the capsules and the shakes every day. And you just get rid of all the high allergen foods in your diet, the things that most people tend to react to. It doesn't mean you're allergic to, but it's the common allergens. So you take out like dairy and gluten and anything processed, anything with added sugar, and you add in all of these great nutrients into your diet, and you followed along on this Facebook supported group. And so I said yes. I had my husband tag along, because whatever I do, fortunately, he's kind enough to hop on as long as I'm guiding the way. And we did the program for 10 days. And this was leading up to my son's bar mitzvah. And after 10 days, we were feeling so good and really starting to have more energy. My stomach wasn't hurting. I wasn't bloated anymore. I looked at my husband and we said 10 more days till the bar mitzvah, let's keep going. So the program was just that easy that it was not a big deal to commit for another 10 days. And we kept going. And I like to say the proof is in the pudding. I'm going to say it's in the complete pudding. But by the time we got to the big day, and all eyes were on us, we had over 200 guests there. A lot of people came up to us and just naturally asked, what were you guys doing? You guys look great. We had a ton of energy. I was able to wear my high heel shoes all night, which I'm never able to do. And I just naturally started sharing. And what was great about all that is that when I said yes to doing the Shred 10, Hillary had said, if you love the product as much as I do, and I know you will, you're going to want to learn more about the business. And so while I didn't want to hear it at the time, having gone through the program, I was sold 100% on what this product could do, how it could affect someone's body. And as a PT, I had never thought about a way of creating any sort of residual income or anything like that. And Hillary brought it up. And because the research that was talked about earlier, there's so much research on the product that I could feel comfortable taking this not only into my body, my family's bodies, but also feeling confident that I had now had another tool to help my patients along with pain. So pain is driven by oxidative stress and systemic inflammation in our bodies. And the only way to combat that is to get more fruits, vegetables, and berries into our diet. So not only was I feeling better and my body was feeling better, but now I had this tool to then feel really confident in saying to my patients who had been dealing with chronic pain, hey, maybe this could help. Why don't we try this and see what that does? And so that's my product story in a nutshell. I've never stopped, and I will never look back, and I'm just going to keep going forward. And I'm going to pass this on to Jen, who's also going to tell her story.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jen Marx. I live in California, where I am chasing 2 little girls and building up a little personal training practice. And when I met my friend Becky about a year, 2 years ago, gosh, I don't even remember, time flies. I was introduced to this product and was sort of blown away by its simplicity and its approachability. It was a really fun discovery to find out. A lot of my clients come to me and they're pretty out of shape, or they've never exercised before, and they're really confused and they're frustrated with all of the different diet programs that are out there. And so it's really a great thing to be able to offer something so simple, a plan to get more fruits and vegetables into their diet without the without it being so complicated. You don't have to learn how to cook. You don't have to do anything different but help bridge the gap. So I've been on the product for about a year now, and I've been pretty in shape, and I've eaten pretty well most of my life, but I was really surprised at how my taste buds have changed and my cravings have changed over the years, over this last year. I don't want to put sugar on anything anymore, and I crave the greens and I crave the vegetables, and it's just really exciting to see in myself and in my clients how much energy you can get from these whole foods. So it's a really exciting thing. I also didn't realize you can make a little side hustle out of this. So it's just really it's a really fun and accessible program and company to work with, and it's very, very exciting. That's all I have to say. I'm not quite sure who I'm passing it off to, but I'm really grateful to be a part of it now.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen. So I think we're passing it on to Hillary right now, right?
Yep, you are. Thank you guys so much for sharing your stories. I love hearing about them. So I'm going to switch gears and talk about the business side of Juice Plus. So when I first came into the business, I was introduced by my friend Amanda, who's also a physical therapist who's on this call. And originally I joined the business because I fell in love with the products. And my entire family saw benefits from the products, a huge increase in our immune systems, and each one of us saw different benefits. And because we saw these amazing benefits, I decided to join the business. And, as a physical therapist, I've always been able to inspire healthy living and love helping my patients heal. And I love what I do, which I'm very thankful for. But I was also looking for a way to make some passive income. Because as a physical therapist, even though I own my own practice, if I don't work, I don't get paid. So I'm always trading dollars for hours. And if I want to take some vacation time or take some time off to spend with my kids or go to one of the school's like volunteer events at my kid's school, I don't get paid for any of those things. So I was really looking for a way to make passive income, and Juice Plus has become that for me. Besides making passive income, I'm also able to supplement my full-time job as a physical therapist. And now I think of Juice Plus as an asset that I'm building over time. And it's also my plan B, because I never really had a plan B for when I either need to retire or want to retire, or I get too old and my body's, can't handle being a full-time manual physical therapist. So I love that I have that in my back pocket now. And I also love that I can do this business in stolen moments. So when a patient cancels, I can do the business. In my car on the way to work, I can listen to a video, or I can quickly text someone at night after my kids go to bed at night. And you can really do this business anywhere, anytime as long as you have a computer or a phone. So you really can put in as much time or as little time as you want, and depending on that will depend on how fast you grow your business. So a lot of people think that we have to work really hard and put in long hours to be successful, and I was actually raised that way. And my dad's like really proud of me because I've always worked really hard. But what I'm starting to learn, and from Juice Plus, is that I want to work smarter, not harder. And so we want to show you how that's possible with Juice Plus. So I am going to show you what a typical business structure looks like and how Juice Plus business structure is different. So I'm just going to set this up for a second and make sure that you can see. Hold on a second. All right. You can see. Allison, give me a thumbs up. Can you see that? Okay. All right. So the typical business structure is like a triangle or a pyramid. Can you really see that? Okay. All right. And then you have the CEO at the top. And then at the bottom is all the people who I call the daily grind, who are working, trading dollars for hours, always having to ask to take off for vacation or PTO time. And the only way you can get to the top is working up all these levels. And there's all these levels under the CEO. You have presidents, VPs, managers, supervisors. And the only way you can get to the top is by, it's usually really competitive. And if you look at this basic structure, it's very narrow at the top. Usually there's just a CEO and then maybe a COO and a couple other people. So there's not a lot of room at the top. Even if you make it to the top, or say that you're already there and you're already a business owner like I am, there's not a lot of time freedom, because along with this top position comes a ton of stress, responsibility, expenses, and then even if you're making the income that you want to be making, you usually don't have the time freedom to actually go spend and do what you want. So the thing I love about Juice Plus is our structure is more like a rectangle. We all come in at the same level. We all pay the exact same amount, which is $50, to become a distributor. And we also have levels that we work our way up. And at the very top of our marketing plan is the highest level, which is called the National Marketing Director. If you make it to the National Marketing Director position, it is full benefits, tuition reimbursement, lots of bonuses along the way. And the great thing about this position is the only way that you can work your way up our marketing plan is by helping other people. So as you're like holding hands and helping people get healthier and helping them find financial success on their own, you're working up the ladder as well. And the biggest difference is, like up here on the traditional business model, there's only 1 or 2 spots for those top. Ours is so wide. Basically, anyone who works hard enough and wants it bad enough can get to our top position, which I love. All right, so that's a big difference between a traditional business plan and the Juice Plus business plan. The other thing that some people, and including myself, I was a little bit skeptical about joining a network marketing company, is that you either need to be really good at sales and you need to know a lot of people. So those are 2 myths that I just want to kind of talk through. So as far as like being really good at sales, I hate sales. Most people I know in this business also hate sales. And so you do not need to be good at sales. You don't ever need to feel like you're being pushy or have to compromise your values in any way. This business is all about just sharing what you love about the product. And you've already heard some amazing stories about the products. And once you start taking the products, you're going to love them too. And so how I look at it is, just as if I was talking to my friends or my patients, when I have a great restaurant that I love, or I went to a great hairdresser for my haircut, I just tell my friends and my family members and my patients all about what I love. And so that is the same thing with this, what we do with this business. All we do is use the products, talk about it, and share the results. So you never really feel like you're selling. And obviously the more you share, the more people are going to know how great our products are. So then as far as the business and having to know a lot of people, that also isn't true. So I'm going to also go back to my little drawing board here and show you. So when I came into the business, it was just me. Actually, Amanda introduced it to me. So it was Amanda and then me. So this is me. And I introduced the business to my friend Becky, who introduced the business to Allison. And then Allison introduced it to Julie, and it just went all the way down. At the same time as I was sharing with Becky, I also shared it with my friend Stacy, who's on this call. And then Stacy shared it with 1 or 2 people. Becky shared it with 1 or 2 people. Allison did the same. And so just by me sharing it with 1 or 2 people, you can see this huge duplication that is happening. I call this the popcorn effect. And what the popcorn effect is like if you're popping popcorn like the old-fashioned way on a stove and you take it off the stove and it continues to pop. And that's just the momentum and duplication that just happens. So just to show you like the power of numbers. So just as I said, I just started the business with 2 people. So if those 2 people shared the business with 2 people, that becomes 4 people. If those 4 share with 2, that becomes 8. If 8 share with 2, becomes 16. If those 16 share with 2, that becomes 32, and so on. But just imagine if you decided to share with 5 people instead of just 2. If those 5 people shared with 5 people, that would become 25. If those 25 shared with 5, it would become 125. If those 125 shared with 5 more people each, that would become 625, and then goes all the way down to 3,125. All right, so those are some big numbers. But the whole power of numbers that I'm trying to show you is just the difference between sharing 3 additional people. So with 5 people instead of 2, you can just see how quickly your business can grow. You definitely do not need this amount of numbers or even this to have a super successful business in this company. But I just want to show you that it's really not about knowing a lot of people. It's just about knowing a couple people and sharing and having those couple people know more people. So I'm actually going to turn over the call over to my friend Becky so you can actually hear her business story, because it's all about stories and we love hearing stories. So Becky, why don't you tell us why you said yes to the business?
All right. Hi, everybody. So a little bit of my background. I worked in a cubicle for 16 years. I sat in traffic for 2 to 3 hours every day. I cried on my way to work. I ran errands on my lunch break. And I basically lived for the weekends. And there just aren't enough weekends in the year to do that. So fast forward about 3.5 years ago, my husband and I moved from Boston to California, and life was grand, and we were unpacking, and I was walking the dog, and it was sunshiny, and I was tan. And about two months later, he was telling me, okay, you know, time to buckle down, like time to find a job. And I would just stare at him in just panic, because all I'd ever known was the cubicle world, and I knew how miserable I was, and I couldn't go back to that. I just physically, it caused a physical, panic reaction. So right around that time, I was actually introduced to the Juice Plus products, which 30 fruits and vegetables in a capsule made total sense to me. And I was told it was a business. So at the time, all I was really looking for was something where I could work from home. I didn't really know what that was, but I wanted a little bit of the flexibility of working from home. And, I went to a conference. I was in a room with 8,000 other, like-minded, positive, high energy, healthy people, and just was like, what on earth is this? So now, 3.5 years later, I haven't looked back. I not only work from home, I work from anywhere. I actually today worked from my hammock underneath my grapefruit tree. So, you do this as you do life. When on vacation, you meet people, you have drinks. It's just fun. I'm now part of a community of just amazing, supportive, encouraging people. We celebrate each other. And really, the foundation of our business is helping people. We get paid to help people. And as Hillary was saying, it's $50 for a franchise. And, I've spent $50 on a lot of things, but nothing has actually given me a paycheck that I've spent $50 on. So, it's given me the freedom lifestyle that I've been craving living. And I don't have to sit in a cubicle ever again. So just quickly, that was my story.
Thank you so much, Becky. I always love hearing your story. So I just want to thank everyone who shared tonight, and also thank everyone for taking the time and listening to our stories today. So I just want to wrap up. And so you've heard some amazing stories about our amazing products, which makes it really easy to share. And what we just want to do is encourage you to like dream a little bit bigger and know that working 50, 60, 70 hours a week is not what we have to be doing, and always trading dollars for hours as I do and as most of us do. And there really is a smarter way, and we have that. So if it does sound too good to be true, we just want you to just think like, what if this is all true? And, if not now, when? And so just kind of think outside the box. If you still have some questions, we would love to answer them for you. So just get with the person who invited you to this call, and they'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. And again, just want to thank you for joining us today. We look forward to welcoming you to our Good Vibe Tribe and for you to becoming a global wellness warrior.